Hello Internet, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today I want to talk a little bit about the new pickup card recruitment we currently have in Trickcal, which is for the xXion's Black Cape. So I maxed this out, been testing a little bit, and I want to talk about the updated tier list for artifacts, where this is sitting, and why this is one of the strongest cards in the game. So before we start, as usual, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and let's jump directly into this. This is gonna be a most likely pretty short video because when it comes to cards and runes, it's a lot easier to talk about them than it is, for a full character and what's going on. Now, like I was saying earlier, if you don't want to watch the whole video, because I know some of you are busy, it's completely fine, right? I'm not here to try to kidnap you for 15 minutes on each video. The tier list has been updated already. You go to artifacts, it is right here, a T0 artifact. It can be used into basically almost any situation, and it will be improving your damage. The only downside it has, and we'll talk about this later, is that it's mostly for bossing. But even for bossing, can be used in campaign, and it is better than the cake. So let's actually check the passive that this has, what it's providing, and then we'll explain why it's mostly for bossing but can be used anywhere. So when it comes to this, the passive is pretty simple. When there is only one enemy, increases the bearer's damage by 66%. It doesn't stack, so you can only use one per character, and it also gives 44% attack and 22% crit rate. Really good, right? In contrast to the cake, it's giving 29% attack, 39% HP, and increases the damage by 68% as long as no enemy is defeated. And also this does not stack, right? So just like the other one. And this resets each wave. Now, the thing with this one is that if you're doing a boss and it has adds, you will be losing this 68%, right? And that is like the biggest downside for the cake. But the good thing is that it's cheaper, and it's still meta for any magic damage dealer character, right? At least for bosses. But in contrast to xXion's Black Cape, you are not losing this, because even if the boss spawns adds and you kill all of those adds, you gain back this 66% increase. And that's why this is such a great item. It's also giving more attack, and instead of giving HP, like it's the cake for the second stat, it's actually giving crit rate, which any DPS can benefit from. I'm not going to be talking about the passive itself for xXion, because even though it's good, this still doesn't change much when it comes to where xXion is rated, a fantastic DPS for physical content, right? She has some problems with her bullets and stacking. I would still not use her ultimate much, but still this doesn't change much when it comes to her rating on the tier list. Still a fantastic character until in the future we get other depressed girls, right? So that's it, back into the artifacts themselves. That's why we're putting it on T0. I might put some flags on top of the items, just like this you have for the Eldins, or just like, for example, for Dreamland here. For Yui, I might put the same thing for items that are better for raids, because this Black Cape is better for raids, the Erpin Ice Cake is better for raids, and raids include both Dimensional Clash and the new Elias Frontier. But yeah, you can use these everywhere, and even on campaign, it's been such a great item. It's a little bit more expensive at 25 in contrast to 19. And obviously, if we're talking about pure attack only, this is still better with an 80% increase. But if you compare to other DPS items, like for example the Mithril Line, giving 30% attack and 26% attack speed for 21, the Black Cape is just better on any situation. If you compare it with other items that are losing a lot of usage, be it with your Assassin Scroll, be it even with the Kettlebell, depending on the character and what you're doing, right? Or even with the Sword and Staff, which is almost the same cost for attack and attack speed. It's a fantastic card. I would even go as far as saying that right now the priority to pull, if you are not building a depressed team, is going to be the card first, right? This is the highest priority, even above Ron and xXion. If you're building a depressed team, or even if you are not, I will say that grabbing a copy of each Eldin should be a priority for each player, but obviously if you never plan on building one of these teams, you can skip her. And the same applies for Ron. We already talked about her yesterday, and I did update the tier list in case you guys didn't see it. I put her at the T1, and I did move Root down to T2. Root is a great tank, she works, but if we compare her with the other alternatives at the moment, she is not as strong, right? Vivi and Chloe are the best tanks, and the only reason Ron is here, which I will put probably another flag on top of her, is because she can act as a buffer for your team, as a debuffer for the enemies, and can survive on her own without any problems, right? So she will be a fantastic character for raids, as well as for normal campaign, and any of the current game modes we have. Nothing else has changed in here. Like I was saying earlier, I will say this is a card that most people should be trying to get a copy of. When it comes to cards and dupes, I would not recommend going for dupes. Do as I say, not as I do. Dupes in this game obviously are strong when it comes to the cards. In fact, card dupes, extra stars in here, are better than getting extra stars on your characters, on your apostles. But like every single time we talk about dupes, until we know how the yearning system will work, do not bother with them. A copy is more than enough, and it's better to save for free-to-plays to be able to have more cards rather than just one max out. It's better if you can just wait until the next one and get a copy of each rather than try to go all in for specific ones, right? So one copy of xXion's Black Cape is more than enough. Do not go for dupes, don't go too crazy on there. And also, don't forget that there is the new WW Elias game mode where you can gain some gold, but that's everything for this video. Oh, important, in case you guys have not claimed it yet, the rewards for Elias Frontier for this frame and everything. If you guys haven't claimed it, go to Theater, click on Elias Frontier, and you will be able to receive the rewards right here. Okay, so that is how you will be able to actually get the rewards. They are not sent automatically to you. That said, enough yapping. As usual, everything has been updated on the website. I need to update a few of the other guys, but we'll do that later. You guys have a great day. Good luck with your pool, the internets, and I'll see you on the next one.